That's incredible. You see how that's germinated already? Oh, and look at this one. Oh my gosh. That's 3 days. The indoor hydroponic planter was sent to me at no charge for the purpose of this review. This is a really nice little setup here. You can plant 21 different plants, whether that be herbs or spices, vegetables, fruits, flowers. It's your choice. You can pick what you want to plant in there. I'm using this simply as a starter. We're in the middle of winter right now, and once we get the garden outside, I'm going to transplant my my fruits and vegetables out into the main garden. But we're going to get a really good start right here, and it's going to produce twice as fast as outside. So once planting season comes around, these are going to be ready to go. Now what you get is the planter itself and the light setup. You get 21 of the baskets, and then you also get seed sponges. Now you're going to place your seed right inside that sponge, and it's always going to be sitting and soaking in water. So what's going to happen is your roots are always going to be in the water. The plant isn't going to be in the water. The greens, the foliage isn't going to be in the water. It's just going to be your roots that's going to get a constant feeding. Now they do give you plant food and also these measuring cups right here on top. And so you want to make sure that you mix those according to the instructions based on if it's a fruit or vegetable or a flower that you are planting. Now the way that this works is you're going to pull the top of this off, and then you're going to fill it up with water. Or you've got a water fill hole right here, but I found it to be much easier just to remove the top, fill it up with water and your plant food, and then put your cap right back on here. All of these now are floating in water. They've been sitting in water now for 3 days. You can see the sponge has absorbed water and it's just dripping wet. Now I've only planted a couple rows here, and what I did was some mini peppers, and then I also did some cucumbers. And if you want to look right here, I've already in 3 days got a seed that is sprouting. Check that out. These are called germination covers, so it's going to accelerate the germination process. Now check this out. I'm connected to an app on my phone through my router. I'll show you that in just a minute. There's the time, 106, growing days. I have been growing 3 days and I've already germinated a seed. Holy cow. This is the temperature inside here underneath the lights, 75. At night, those lights go off and it drops down significantly to about 64 degrees. That's fine. Right here is going to tell you your lighting mode, and my lighting mode is currently set to vegetables and herbs. I can push this button here and change that to flower and fruit. Right here is my water level. I'm maxed out on water. I can change my brightness, and I can also turn my pump on and off right here if I wanted to. There are 2 different operating modes here. You've got a manual mode, and you've also got an automatic mode. I'm one who wants to monitor everything and make sure everything is going smooth, and so I'm doing the manual mode. On the automatic mode, you would connect a tube from your pump to an external water source, which would be a pitcher of water that's got your plant food in it, and then it's going to cycle that through for you on a time schedule that you set. Now I'm not doing that automatic mode, and so I'm just going to go ahead and shut my pump off because I don't need it. The next button over here is your Fahrenheit, and then you can also change to Celsius if you want to. You push that and you can see this 24 degrees Celsius. You push your Fahrenheit, and then there's your 75 degrees. And then you've also got your mode here where you can set your time and your minutes, your growing days, and you can also schedule your light to come on at a certain time and shut off at a certain time. Now I want to make sure that my plants have plenty of light as well as plenty of darkness. They need both of those in order to grow correctly. So I do have about 8 hours of direct light on my plants. So after you get this filled up, get your seeds in there, then you can adjust your lighting. They recommend that when you're first starting out to bring your light to its lowest level so that your plants are getting that direct sunlight for the full amount of time. As your plants grow, you can raise your light with it. Now I've only got, like I said, some cucumbers and some peppers, some mini peppers that are planted here. I got 3 more slots here, and so I'm gonna go ahead and plant a couple more things for you, so just so that you can see that. Now what I'm going to do here is I need to bring this out because it's really hard to hit that hole there with that seed. And this here is going to be my yellow pepper, and I would suggest that whatever you are planting, you chart that so that you know what is going into each slot. I'm not going to switch over to screen record. I just want you to see everything right here. So we're going to go down here to this Letpot, and I've already connected it to my router, and so this is what the app actually looks like. Everything that is on this digital screen is right here on my app. So I'm not going to hit my switch, but you can see that I have my LED mode set to vegetables and spices. Now I can change that from here, and we can go to fruit and flowers, and then you can see that change just like that. Then you can also set your schedule, like I've already got set on the screen. It's synced up by itself. I can lower my lighting just with the touch of a button. I can switch it to auto mode. I can turn my pump on from here. You can see that it connects right away. And you can see that I got 3 days of planting that I've got on here. And so that's everything that we got. Everything is set now, ready to go, and we're just pretty anxious to see what's going to happen with this. If you're into gardening, hydroponic gardening is super fast gardening. You're going to cut your time in just about half if you allow these to do their full growth and produce their fruit in the house, which that is suggested and recommended. However, I'm an outdoor kind of guy, and so once these reach mature size, we're going to transplant these out into our ground garden, and they're just going to flourish, and I'm pretty excited about it. So if you're looking for an indoor garden, maybe just a starter system, this one right here, this 21 seed hydroponic planter is definitely the way to go.